Hello everybody, my name is Dudu. Welcome to my channel. I'm originally from China and I'm living in New Zealand with my boyfriend Zhang. He's from France. I did notice that every time when I tell someone that I have a French boyfriend, the reaction will be, "Ooh, he must be very romantic." So where does this idea come from? Why it seems people from all over the world have the images of French people are romantic? I want to figure it out. John has some French friends visiting him at the moment. I want to do an interview with them and let's find it out. So I prepared 2 questions for each of them. The first one is, what's the most romantic thing you have ever done? And the second one is, what's the reason people from all over the world have the same idea of French, especially French boyfriend? With John, because he's my boyfriend, I'm gonna escape the first one because maybe the most romantic thing he have ever done is not with me. I'm not sure and I don't want to know about it. So let's start with the second question. Why you think people from other countries think French are romantic?
I haven't prepared this one yet. I think it can be related to, like we say in French, art de vivre. That means the way to enjoy life, do like things you like, have a good glass of wine, good food, go on holidays. And I think it's all this feeling people have maybe with French people, like looking at them, like, oh, they look happy, they don't look too worried about things.
Not stressful.
Yeah, and I think maybe it's something from this feeling maybe people must think like, oh, they must do the same like in a couple and just being romantic. And you have all the images of like Paris. Some movies you might have watched as well, like the Amélie, yeah, about French romanticism and music in the subway.
What kind of music?
It's I'm not sure the name, but it's like I'm not the best to do it. Maybe I will ask someone will. I'm sure will mention.
You will get prepared after.
Yeah. Someone will mention for me.
You may come back after.
I'll probably come back. I will work on it. Yeah. Maybe we should call someone. Yeah, we can pick one.
Yeah.
It's a good time,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have the first guest today. Oh no, the second.
I'm Cedric. I'm French. I live in Paris. I'm 32 years old.
Okay. So I have 2 questions. So the first question is, what's the most romantic thing you have ever done?
Maybe the most romantic thing was I went at her work, and I took her after work to an opera.
Yes.
In Paris, because it was for her birthday, and then after that we went to a restaurant, which is her favorite restaurant, and then after the restaurant we went to my place so I could give her presents.
Okay.
So that was maybe a romantic thing.
So maybe let's jump to the second question.
Okay. French as romantic people?
Yes.
Yes, maybe because France and especially Paris is a romantic city, because when you walk in Paris, you see that every streets and every lights and everything is quite romantic, because the mood in Paris is quite romantic.
Okay.
Maybe French people use this mood to also amplify that this atmosphere is very romantic, and they do small things, like small attentions. Like for instance holding the door, or for instance giving some presents, or for instance saying nice things, or being thoughtful, or things like that.
Because it actually does remind me that at the beginning of my relationship, John did all of this. By the very beginning.
But maybe he used to be a romantic guy. And now he's not a romantic guy anymore, because he lives in New Zealand and he lost his romanticism because he's not in France anymore. Maybe New Zealand is not romantic enough for him to express his romanticism. Maybe New Zealand is not romantic enough.
Thank you very much, Cedric.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit of yourself.
So hello, my name is Bonté, I'm 32 years old and I'm living in Paris.
Okay, so I prepared 2 questions. I don't know if you have heard about it before. So the first one is, what's the most romantic thing you have ever done?
Okay. Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I was in love on my physiotherapist. Saw her a few times. One day, so I bought a small, how do you say, gâteau? Cake for her. I put a small word into it, saying, "Do you want to go out with me?" Our window was open because it was very hot. It was during the summer,
yeah.
exactly. And so I put it through the window during a session. She was doing a session with another patient.
Okay.
So I escalate the barriers because she was on the ground floor, and I put it like that. And the funny thing is, I never had an answer.
It sounds really romantic for me.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was. I should have.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow, it's a sad story, but
That's a romantic figure, I think.
okay. Let's move on to the second question.
Yes, because we have plenty of good things in France, like the wine, maybe the cheese. Okay, it's luxury. I think the image can be when you have a nice glass of wine. It's kind of a romantic. You are in a dinner, and it's kind of romantic for other countries because they are not used to it.
Not used to have a glass of wine or
Something else.
Maybe people think French people they have to be romantic to have the idea and to really make it come true.
Exactly.
Something. Thank you very much, Monte.
Thank you, Dodway.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
No worries.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. So, welcome, Mona. Maybe just talk a little bit of yourself in front of the camera.
I am Clément Monin. I'm from France. I live in Paris, and I'm visiting my friends John in New Zealand.
Yeah. Zealand.
Yes.
I think maybe people think French accents are romantic. I think that could be one of the reasons because you say New Zealand. Okay, let's jump into the question. So, what's the most romantic thing you have ever done? Can you make an example?
Tough question.
It's not tough.
It is to choose the most romantic thing I ever done.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the most romantic thing I've ever done was from the birthday of one of my girlfriend, my previous girlfriend. I mean my previous girlfriend.
Okay.
Was turning 25 years old.
Yeah.
I prepared for her a trip. It was a trip in Venice, the romantic city in Europe. So I prepared all the things for her. I called her boss to tell to the boss, okay, she's not gonna be there at her job because this is her gift for the birthday. Before the day we were supposed to leave, we were at the wedding of our friends. One time I told her, okay, we're gonna leave. I'm tired of the wedding. We should leave. She said, oh, okay, yeah. So we left. She started to getting questions of where we're going. But she was suspicious because she supposed we were to a place like a special restaurant or anything. But then we went to the airport and we did the trip and she was surprised. So I think this is the most romantic thing.
It's very, very nice. Yes, I like this one.
Good.
And then the second question will be why you think people have these feelings about French. Are romantic.
I think maybe it's not because we are romantic, it's maybe because other people are not romantic. It's maybe that way.
Arrogant.
What? Maybe it's not because we are romantic, it's maybe because other people are not romantic. We are more maybe soft in our acts. And
can you make an example? What that mean soft?
Tricky question now. I think
we're getting to the truth.
I think the thing is like we are all men, so like some men will be not good and some will be. And the thing is like if we care about a girl, like the special girl, we will know how to behave and be gentlemen and like offer like special gift, special attentions, because I think for me it's not the value of the gift, which is the good gift, but how the gift is done to the girl. And I think all like we as a French guy and all the French guys are kind of thinking that way. It's not because I'm gonna give you $1,000 gift, it's gonna be a good gift. I prefer to give one like maybe $10 gift, but this gift is like about like it has a meaning. It has a meaning, and I'm pretty sure the girl is gonna prefer that because I can give like maybe an iPad to any girls.
Yeah.
But a special like a special meaning gift, I can give only. I can only give this gift to that woman.
Can you make an example? You the value about $10 and is the gift
A
you
drawing?
Yeah, sure.
gave before.
Like the same girlfriend,
Special
the
thing,
same
yeah.
girlfriend, like
Okay.
like I
Special
said,
one.
like I told before. Her dream was to be to work in the flowers industry, and she loved one of the flower makers who were there.
Yeah.
And she was always buying flowers by there.
Yeah.
So one of her birthday, I went to that flower makers, and I asked them, okay, my girlfriend loves you. She like buys you lots of flowers from you, and she would love to know how do you work and how this industry works. And so I asked them, okay, can she
Do a workshop.
Yeah, can she be with
intern.
you like for one day and like doing things? And she was
Wow.
like, yeah, maybe, why not, blah blah blah. So I gave this gift to my girlfriend, but I didn't care really about the value of it because
Yeah.
when I asked that to the flower maker, I didn't ask them, okay, how much it's gonna
is
be. But it was because the thing is like, okay, this gift is the good gift for that girl, the good gift for that girl.
Very good.
gift.
Very good. Thank you very much. Monica.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Well done.
I can't wait to hear more romantic stories from you. Yeah.
Bye
Thank you
bye.
very much. Bye bye. Hello, Olivier.
Olivier.
Yeah, maybe just introduce yourself a little bit in front of the camera.
So I'm Olivier, I'm from Paris and I'm 32.
So I have two questions for you. The first
Okay.
one is, what's the most romantic thing you have ever done?
I'm not sure I'm ever done something romantic. I think today the most romantic thing you can do
Yeah.
it's to be emotionally available for somebody.
Okay. Or maybe the romantic thing you have experienced, someone done to you.
Something for me?
Yeah.
No. I'm sorry, people were not romantic with me.
I feel sad.
Or to do in the future.
Yeah, what you want to do for someone in the future. No need to be too special or something. It's just romantic you feel in your way.
I think if somebody chooses to stay with me,
Okay, it's romantic enough.
yeah, it's romantic enough to spend time with me, looking at movie on TV and
Actually, that's the most
And eat something.
romantic thing. To spend time with you.
Yeah.
To
Spend time with you.
spend my time with you. Yeah. Yeah.
Showtime.
Yeah. And the second question will be, so I have this feeling people think French people are romantic because every time I receive the same reaction if I tell them I have a French boyfriend and they feel, ooh. I kind of wondering why people have this feeling from. Just make a guess, think why people have this feeling.
all France is beautiful. So, and if you can do anything in France, it will be romantic. It can be romantic. Just to have a coffee with the person you love in Paris, it's romantic. You know?
Yeah.
And it's also the city of luxury. There is a lot of beautiful dress for women, a lot of beautiful costume for men at night.
Yeah.
It can be really romantic because everybody is well dressed and you go to a very chic party. So
Posh, yeah.
posh party.
So it's more like an image of France.
Yeah,
To
I think
give-
we are not more romantic than the other, but we have more occasion to be. That's why.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a very good answer. I really
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Better
I
than
like
the first
same
one.
whole- Hey?
Better than the first answer.
Better than the all three. Thank you
Okay.
very much, Oliver.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah. Find the most romantic sentence and say it to her.
Ce matin, tu es la première chose à laquelle j'ai pensé.
Tu es comme un gâteau au chocolat, fondant à l'intérieur et croustillant à l'extérieur.
Je t'aimais hier, je t'aime aujourd'hui et je t'aimerai encore demain.
personne n'est parfait, mais tu es parfaite pour moi.
Veux-tu passer le reste de ta vie avec moi?
Sounds good.
Maybe I can remember one time I was in Paris with my girlfriend. No, actually,
My name is Aurélien. I'm 22 years old. 22 years old. A good restaurant with stars. You know the Guide Michelin?
Yeah.
So yes.
Can you name a restaurant?
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe it's not because we are romantic, it's maybe because other people are not romantic.
Cédric.
That's it.
Cédric.
Très bien, madame. Bravo.